Every night I dream of freedom, and then I open my eyes and I'm in the same familiar jail cell. I take a few minutes to swallow my disappointment and begin my morning push-ups. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up somewhere else. I've not lost hope. This is important, especially if you are at home and you're not yet as successful as you want to be, if you don't have your life in exactly the place you want it, if you still feel trapped, whether it's financially or some other way. You wake up and you must be dreaming of freedom, but when your eyes open, after the disappointment, swallow the disappointment, take a minute and look around you and say, I deserve more than this. But then, what's the important point? You must begin to work instantly. I did not miss a single day of training in that jail cell. I didn't sit and say, I'm too depressed, I'm too sad, it's too cold in this freezing cell, I didn't eat enough because it's Ramadan. No excuses. Every single day we trained, we woke up disappointed, we swallowed the disappointment, and we got to training every single day. If we could train in a freezing cold jail cell in Romania, with cockroaches all around us, with no idea when we're going to be allowed freedom once again, you can train in a nice gym, air-conditioned gym in California. What is your excuse? If you imagine something truly and fully, if you truly, completely imagine it, to a degree your body will react to it. Let me give you an example. If you truly imagined yourself at war, day after day, you imagined yourself under attack, defeating the Matrix agents, you're top G, you're walking through life, the agents are coming, you're doing Aikido, and you're destroying them, and you're the most powerful man in the world. If you truly imagined that and felt it in your mind to the point where you thought you were there and you felt it in your body, I would guarantee you, after X amount of time, you would have a higher testosterone level and your muscles would be stronger than if you didn't. I will guarantee you that.
Good day, my friends. Traders, let's dive in. Lots of stuff happening. Here we go. Hallelujah. We're going to be happy. All right, we're on the day chart. We're going to fix that. Check out 4 hour. We got drastic pump and dumpage, but that is not what we're worried about with Bitcoin. Actually, that tells me one thing major. We got drastic. Don't even worry about this double top. Don't even worry about this double top. That's a good thing. This red will, let's start from the beginning. Okay, hold on. Getting ahead of myself. There we go. So Bitcoin, we fly up to 106, and then we have a drastic sell-off, very large sell-off. But we have drastic buying pressure. So what can we expect? We can expect from basic pattern recognition prior and from the patterns previous, we expect this red to turn into a bullish candle to then, I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. It's 1 hour candle. So in about the next, it's 7:37. Let's say somewhere around 8:30 to 9:30, we're going to expect a bullish candle and we could possibly see 110. That would be the technical analysis of this on the hour chart for Bitcoin. So, but contrary to that, it's a large amount of dollars and there's a lot to work with. So, however, could this be the top once more? We still have a lot of wick to take into consideration, and this right in here, that's 110, right? We're going to see 110 tested. So you got $5,000 available in there to work with. So don't even worry. Not time to get into a buy position, not time to get into a sell position. You know, this is not the correct format that you're going to want to jump in. It's just basic prediction. Do I expect 110 to be tested? Absolutely. This one's easy as pie, guys. Don't even trip. So if you're already in your buy positions, you could even have your take profit. You could take your take profit right now if you want to be safe about it. If you got in around 90, you know, I expect many people did, you know. But if you want to be a little more risky, absolutely toss that up right around 109. Moving on. Okay, I always like to give you some oil. Sell you some oil. Okay, so this is perfect timing. I love this. Okay, so we're on 1 day. Okay, so we're on 1 day. This bullish candle, or this is about to become, the recent one, is about to become a bullish candle. to overtake the previous bullish candle, and minimum, I want to get the exact number, stand by. Minimum 63, whatever the top of that last bearish candle is, 63.2 will be tested. So 64 area. Could it turn? Yes. I don't see it happening. I've seen this scenario many times. It's 75% accurate on this one. That 63, 64 will be tested. Don't even worry about it. You could even actually hop into a buy position right now with a nice tight little stop loss. Toss your stop loss right in there. Toss your take profit right in there. Put on a nice little 0.2 leverage. You're flying, my friends. You're flying. This one's easy as cake. I would get into it myself. Perhaps I might. Oil runs a little slow, so I kind of stick with gold just these days. So what else we got? What's the overall prediction of this trend? Based on everything else in the market, and with all the Trump talks, and with Trump meeting with the the Prince of Saudi Arabia or something, don't be surprised. This is short-term bullish retest, right? But in the overall trend of everything, I do expect at some point, I don't know when, at some point, 56 will be tested again. Is it possible that 72, it will go back to 72? Sure. I don't believe it will. So I'm expecting 56 again. That would be my prediction. Let's get to the best and the last. We got gold. Oh, deep breath. Okay, here we go. So we got all-time highs. We're on day chart, right? This is day chart. Little bit of a kind of a greasy area. We did see, like I said in the previous videos, we did see that 3,500. I think I was talking about previous. You don't set your take profit to exactly 3,500 because you might not get it. The orders might not fill. So you set it to about 49, if you really want to say 49.90, something like that. Regardless of that, so hits the big 3,500. Drastic sell. These are on days. This is days, right? Then we have that big strong pullback. We have a failed retest. Now I say failed because it did not cover the wick. It is technically a retest, but it's not confirming that it's overall bullish. And then we got a return of the market, which with other stocks flying up and becoming bullish because, gold is the safe haven demand, right? If economy good, gold bad. Economy bad, gold flies up. However, regardless of all that, of course we're going to see that. Hold on. Let me break this down a little further. Let's do 4 hour. Perfect. Beauty. Okay, so we are dropping below supports, right? Now this is where smart money takes effect. So we're dropping below supports. Try to get this all in one window. Beauty. So we're dropping below supports. This is called stop loss hunting, my friends. You have your stop loss way down here. It hits here. It hits. You lose money. Liquidity for the market, right? Stay with me. And then we have, of course, some retracement because it doesn't go on forever, right? Retracement to test said support, right? So we testing support. Failed retracement test. Does not fall to its previous low, right? Stay with me, my friends. And now, where we are right now, we have bullish candle. And currently, I don't want people to take this out of context. Currently, just as of right now, let's dive in further. Technically, it is a failed second test, but I do believe this red, same thing with Bitcoin, because they're linked, Bitcoin and gold are linked, this will turn into, it's possible that it could not, it's possible that it could fall. Nothing is ever 100% accurate, my friends, of course, but I do believe that this, by the time, it's going to linger a bit, by the time 8:30, maybe 9:30 latest rolls around, this is all going to turn green and we're going to see a little pump, maybe even possibly to 3,400. Now let's say that is the case. Let's say that I'm running out of time. 10-minute mark, crap. Okay, let's say that is the case. That would start a bull cycle that you should be prepared for, and that would mean a retest possible. That would be get ready for your buy positions to ride all the way up to 3,500. But if we're going to 3,500, that also, I got to crank this all in. That means that 36 or 4,000 is also in the game. Now, if it doesn't do that, said sequence I said, we probably will have it linger around support, and then it could be the end, and then it could fall. But there's lots of indicators of what will come. I'm running out of time. Tired of losing money. TMT. As always, good luck.